아이로봇 아이작 아시모브 The Tropic Region Area 22 million square miles. B. Population 500 million. C. Capital city. The map in Lincoln Nigomaj office was far from the model of near precision of the one of the Qing's Shanghai dominion. The boundaries of Ngoma's tropic region were stenciled in dark, white brown and swept about the gorgeous interior labeled jungle and desert. And here the elephants and all manner of strange beasts. It had much to sweep. For inland area of a tropic region enclosed most of two continents of the South America north of Argentina and all of Africa south of the Atlas. It includes North America south of the Rio Grande as well, and even Arabia and Iran in Asia. It was the reverse of the eastern region, where the ant hives of the Orient crowded half humanity into 15% of the land mass. The tropics stretched its 15% of humanity over nearly half of world land in the world. But it was growing. It was the one region whose population increased through immigration exceedingly through wars, and for all who came it had use. The Stephen Bailey seems like one of these immigrants, a failed searcher for the creative work of carving harsh environment into the softness necessary for man, and he felt some of the automatic contempt of the strong man born to the strong tropic for the unfortunate fellad of the cold sun. The tropics had the newest capital city on earth, and it was called simply the capital city in the sublime confidence of youth. It spread brightly over the fertile land of Nigeria and outside Ngoma indoor, far below was ripe and color, the bright sun and the quick drenching showers. Even the squawking of the rainbow bird was brisk, and the stars were hard to pinpoint in the sharp night. Ngoma laughed. He was a big, dark man, strong face and handsome. Sure, he said, and his English was colloquial and mouth-spilling. The Mexican canal is overdue. What the hell? It'll get finished just the same, old boy. It was doing well up the last half year. Nguma looked at Belly and slowly crunched his teeth over the end of a big cigar, spitting out one end and lightening the other. Is this an official investigation, Belly? What's going on? Nothing at all. It's just my function as coordinator to be curious. Well, if it's just and you are feeling in a dull moment, the truth is that you are always short on labor. There's a lot going on in the tropics. The canal is only one of them. But doesn't your machine predict the amount of labor available for the canal, rowing for world competing project? Ngoma placed one hand behind his neck and below smoke ring in the ceiling. It was a little up. Is it open a little up? not oftener than you would expect. You don't expect too much of it, really. If we did data, we take a result, we do what it said. But it's just a convenience, just a labor-saving device. You couldn't do without it if you had to. Maybe not as well, maybe not as quickly, but we'd get there. You've got confidence out here, really, and that's the secret, confidence. You've got new land that's been waiting for us for thousands of years, while the rest of the world was being ripped apart in the lousy, flaming, pre-atomic time. You don't have to eat yeast like the Eastern boys, and you don't have to worry about stale drag, stale drag of the last century like you Northerners. If wiped out tesset fly, cheche fly, and the anaphel mosquito, and people find they can live in the sun and like it now. If thinned down the jungle and found soil, if water the desert and found gardens, if got coal and oil in untouched field and mineral out of count, just step back. That's all we ask the rest of the world to do. Step back and let us walk, Billy said prosaically. But the canal, it was on schedule 6 months ago. What happened? Ngoma spread his hand, labor troubles. He fell through a fire of paper scattered about his desk and gave it up. Had something fundamental here, he muttered, but never mind. There was a work shortage something there in Mexico once a question of women. There aren't enough women in the neighborhood. It seemed no one had thought of feeding sexual data to the machine. He stopped to laugh delightedly, then sobered. Wait a while. I think I've got it. Villa Frausal. Villa Frausal? Francisco Villafranca. He was engineer in charge. Now let me straighten out. Something happened and there was a cave-in. Right. That was it. Nobody died, as I remember, but it made a hell of a mess. Quite a scandal. There was some mistake in his calculation, or at least the machine said so. They paid through Villafranca's data, assumption, and so on. The stuff he had started it. The answers came out differently. It seems the answer Villafranca had used didn't take account of the effect of heavy rainfall on the contours of the cut, or something like that. I'm not an engineer, you understand. Anyway, Villafranca put up the devil of a squawk. He claimed the machine's answer had been different the first time, that he had followed the machines faithfully. Then we quit. We offered to hold him on. Reasonable doubt. Previous work satisfactory and all that. In a subordinate position, of course. Hate to do the much. Mistakes can't go unnoticed. Bad for discipline. Whoa, where was I? He offered to hold him on. Oh yes, he refused. Well, take all in all, we are 2 months behind. Hell, that's nothing. Billy stretched out his hand and let the fingers tap lightly on the desk. Villafranca blamed the machine, did he? Well, he wasn't going to blame himself, was he? Let's face it, human nature was a old friend of ours. Besides, I remember something else now. Why the hell can't I find documents when I want them? My filing system isn't worth a damn. This Villafranca was a member of your northern organization. Mexico is too close to the north. That's part of the trouble. Which organization are you speaking of? The Society of Humanity. They call it. He used to attend the annual conference in New York. Villafranca did. Bunch of crackpot, but harmless. They don't like the machines, claim. They are destroying human initiative. So naturally, Villafranca would blame the machine. Don't understand that group myself. Does capital city look as if the human race were running out of initiative? And capital city stretched out the golden glory under the golden sun, the newest and youngest creation of Homo metropolis.